Peace, everybody. Peace, peace, peace. Right here, it, this is pretty much a live stream I wasn't planning on doing, but there's pretty much a few reasons why I'm doing this live stream. For one, I was on, I guess the artist formerly known as TC. I'm not sure if he wants me to tell people what his channel name is now because of the drama with Catherine Brown and all that, but I pretty much wanted to come on here and just give my side of the story on what the fuck's been going on and shit. And plus two, it came to my attention that there are certain people saying things on other panels and it's reflective on me. So I'm pretty much here just to give you the full breakdown, the full story on what the fuck's been going on. So before I go any further though, I do want to give an apology to TC. And the reason why I'm giving him an apology was because I was on his live stream earlier. And the way I came off, I was very, very frustrated. I was very frustrated to the point where it came off disrespectful. And I was looking back at it. And some of the things I said, the way things may have came off on how I say it, it may come off disrespectful. So I do want to apologize to TC on that part. And I want to apologize to anybody else that may have felt some type of way on how I acted in that live stream. You know, like I'm pretty much a man for that. I will admit when I'm wrong, and I was wrong on how I came off. But now that I calmed down, I'm going to try to give y'all a more professional way of saying things here. So let's start off from the very beginning to the point where Muslim was chosen as a judge. Now, as many of y'all may know, trying to get the TC Tiff debate was a very tedious task with them not agreeing on the topic and whatnot. And at one point in time, Muslim and me were talking, and I was asking Muslim, I was like, hey, has TC chosen a judge yet? And I want y'all to keep this in mind. This was way before TC and Tiff agreed on the topic. This was way beforehand. And so Muslim told me that it's going to be Don. Now, as soon as he told me it was going to be Don, I automatically knew that Don was not going to be reliable. And the reason why I say that I knew he wasn't going to be reliable was because when I was trying to book him to take on Shakim and we was on the phone, I wasn't really pleased with the conversation at all. So once Muslim told me that Don was going to be a judge, I automatically asked Muslim, are you sure that Don is going to show up? And when I asked Muslim that, Muslim automatically said to me that if Don doesn't show up, I will be his replacement. Now, with all that being said, some of y'all may ask, how is it that Muslim was a public judge if he was a substitution? And I will sit here and admit that was my fuck up. That was my fuck up. I shouldn't have said that Muslim was going to be a substitute judge. But again, the reason why I did that was because I pretty much 98% knew that Don was not going to show up. So it wasn't right for me to try to advertise Don as being a potential judge and he doesn't show up. So for me, and again, this was my fuck up. I will sit here and admit this was my fuck up of me saying that Muslim was going to be Don's substitute. That was my fuck up. I'll sit here and admit that. That was my fuck up. So let's go ahead and fast forward to the Sunday before the debate. So Sunday was my deadline. I pretty much told Muslim a while back that if TC and Tiff does not agree on a topic by Sunday night, by midnight Sunday night, I'm gonna call the debate off. I got a text from Muslim saying that TC offered the topic of should all black women be protected. I text Tiff. Tiff agreed. Boom, we finally got it. Now, it never crossed my mind. It never crossed my mind that Muslim could be a potential judge for a topic that's surrounded when it comes to black women. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was more stuck on the fact that we finally got a topic and we're finally going to get this debate going. You know, I pretty much had the press conference the next day. I had to prepare everything all in the last minute because, again, I was at the point where I thought that this debate was going to be canceled. So it never crossed my mind that Muslim was going to be a judge for a topic that's surrounded when it comes to black women. It never crossed my mind because, again, I was focused on we finally got a topic because again, like the topic thing was so tedious. I wasn't even thinking about that. But again, that was my fuck up. I'll take responsibility for that. So Wednesday comes, the debate happens, and I already knew from the jump that whoever won, there was going to be some feedback and some controversy and all that as far as who won. And if y'all guys look back at that debate, which is still up, I clearly told everybody, again, y'all, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's not get too wild up on who won, yada, yada, yada. I announced the winner. Everybody had their feedback. I saw D. Darrell's live. I was part of that. I saw Shaquin Raw. I saw other people had their little feedbacks and other panels and whatnot. And I was taking all that into consideration. Now, when it comes to the judging process, for those y'all who are not aware, me and Muslim had a conversation well before this debate. And me and him was discussing about possibly changing the judging process. So I already had it in my mind that I was going to change the judging process, or at the very least tweak the judging process. So this was well before the TC Tiff debate. So for anybody thinking that I changed this judging thing based off that debate alone, you guys are sadly mistaken. I even said in that debate at the very end of that live stream that I was already in the process of reevaluating everything because there was already 4 debates. And when me and Muslim had that discussion about possibly changing the judging process, I told Muslim, hey, look, let's keep it like this for now so that afterwards we can reevaluate everything. That's what I told him. And so when I was listening to all the feedback, reading all the feedback, I pretty much said to myself, okay, now I think it's time to change the judging process. This was Wednesday. This was Wednesday when all this happened. Now, what I'm about to talk about now is a result of me hearing about Muslim not being fully transparent with other people. And because of that, that's making me look some type of way. So the Muslim, if you're listening, this isn't me trying to ring you out. This isn't me trying to disrespect you or bash you or anything like that. I really didn't want to do it like this. I really didn't. And it's really no secret that you are my Kevin Dunn. You are my Pat Patterson. Pause. You are that. And I give you a lot of credit for that. But anyways, like I said, the only reason why I'm saying all this now is because you wasn't being fully transparent with others. And because of that, now I'm being looked at a certain way. So here we go. So Wednesday night, hours after the debate was over. Hours after the debate was over. This was probably past midnight. I'm about to go to bed. I get a phone call. It's Muslim. I pick up the phone, and Muslim was asking me if it's possible to renege his vote. And I was just kind of like, what, why, for what? And he didn't really explain it to me. He pretty much just said, is there a way that we can change the winner and you can take my vote away? But the other thing he added was, the other thing he told me was, he said, renege my vote, but don't say it was my vote. Say it was the anonymous judge's vote. And this kind of confused me because I'm sitting there like, why would I tell people that the anonymous judge wants to change his or her vote? Because what's going to happen is the anonymous judge is going to start asking me questions. the anonymous juror is going to start asking me questions. So if it's really that serious, then why not just have me say that it was you that reneged your vote? But really, y'all, at the end of the day, what I told Muslim at the end of the day, I told Muslim, look, don't worry about it. Do not worry about it. It's not that serious. And that's the main thing I want to let y'all know. I don't take this stuff that serious. And I told Muslim that. I said to Muslim, don't worry about it. It's not that serious. Because again, the debate's already over. The winner was already decided. I'm ready to move on to the next debate. I'm ready to move on. And that's what I told Muslim. And so me and him, we hung up the phone. The very next day, around the afternoon time, I get a phone call from Tiffany. And Tiffany told me that Muslim and her had a conversation in which Muslim said that he felt really bad for voting TC. He wasn't genuine, and basically Muslim thought that Tiffany won the debate. And according to Tiffany told me that Muslim was very, very sorry for what has happened. And the other thing Tiffany told me was that Muslim told her to not tell anybody. Muslim told Tiffany to not tell anybody. But Tiffany was letting me know about what's going on. And one of the things Tiffany was kind of conflicted on was just for the simple fact Muslim told her not to tell anybody. She was conflicted on what to do. And so pretty much what I told Tiffany was that, hey, look, since Muslim told you, that's pretty much up to you. But since you're telling me, it's not right for me to say something because Muslim is going to look at you crazy because Muslims do not to tell anybody. So if I come out the blue and say something, then, it's just going to be a whole big mess. So this was on Friday. And the last thing Tiffany told me was that she's pretty much not worried about it. She told me she wasn't worried about it, but she just wanted to let me know. So that's why y'all haven't heard nothing from me Friday, Saturday, or Sunday addressing this. Because again, it was Tiffany that told me that Muslim told her to not say anything. It is not right for me to just outright say something unless Tiffany wants me to do it. But at that time, Tiffany was very conflicted. So this was on Thursday. The following day, which was a Friday, I got a big email from Tiffany. And basically Tiffany said, hey, look, I really don't like the fact that Muslim basically was being extremely biased by just choosing TC. And now he's telling me that he feels bad about it. And this should get addressed. So basically Tiffany is giving me the green light to bring this up because, again, it was Muslim that told Tiffany not to tell anybody. And again, it goes back to what I said. It's not right for me to say something unless Tiffany gives me the green light because she was told not to tell anybody by Muslim. Are you guys following me? So once I got that email, I responded back by saying, okay, Tiff, I'll handle it. And we left it at that. Now, pretty much at this point, this was my mind process. And obviously I thought wrong. So that was my fuck up. But this was my mind process, right? My mind process is this. If I was in TC's shoes, and I heard somebody saying, hey, look, one of the judges wasn't genuine, we pretty much have to call the draw. If I was in TC's position, I would have asked myself two questions. Number one is be accountable, asking me to give him back the $100. And the second question would be, is that debate still up? Is the debate video, the live, has that been privated? Has that been deleted? Now, this is my mind process if I was in TC's shoes. And if the question And if the answer to question 1 was no, he wasn't asking me to give him back $100. And if the answer to the second question is yes, that live stream is still up, my mind process was, if I was in TC's shoes, was that, okay, whatever. It's not a big deal. Okay, whatever. I mean, I pretty much got my money. The live is still up. So even if it turns out, if somebody says that it was a draw, people can clearly see the live and can judge for themselves. That was my mind process. So once Tiffany told me to address this and say, hey, look, since the judge, wasn't being genuine. And again, this goes back to when Muslim suggested that the judge vote get reneged. I'm putting everything together. So I'm saying to myself, okay, cool. I'll just go ahead and I'll just announce it, let people know what's going on, and I'll be done with it. Because again, at this point, this whole TCTV Tiff thing, it's been very tedious. I thought I was done with it on Wednesday. This stuff's coming up again Thursday, Friday. And I'm saying to myself, okay, let me go ahead and dead this once and for all. It really shouldn't be a big deal with all parties involved. So what I decided to do was that I wanted to tell people about this on the press conference. The reason why I wanted to say on the press conference is because I did not want to make a video solely talking about this. I really didn't want this to be a big deal. So that's why I didn't bother to do a single upload or to do a live. And if I was going to do a live, I wanted to be part of the press conference because I want the press conference to be strictly about Flacco and Shaquem Raw. Now, this pretty much was going into my favor because at the same time, over the weekend, I finally came up with the new judge process. And so I'm saying to myself, okay, let me go ahead and upload this judge process video on Monday. And then I'll go ahead, do the press conference, and obviously if you guys saw the press conference last night, that was the first thing I talked about. I talked about the shit with Muslim and, and all that other stuff. And I pretty much didn't go that long. I pretty much said, hey guys, look, here's what happened. I'm going to go ahead and say that it's a draw. And again, I'm thinking in my mind, if I was in TC's position, I'm saying to myself, okay, you say that it's a draw, but the video was still up and you haven't asked me for a refund. So that was my mind process. So I said that on the press conference. And then afterwards, I see a comment on TC saying, oh, well, what's going on? I'm saying to myself, bro, man, you got to be kidding me, bro. Like, for real? And so I pretty much knew when TC had that notification. I already knew it was going to be about me and the whole controversy thing. And that's what got me frustrated because I'm saying to myself, bro, we still on this shit. But now that I have more clarity that Muslim was on Max's live and he wasn't being fully transparent about what's going on, that's what got me frustrated all in all. So I pretty much want to let everybody know about this. I'm pretty much letting it be known from my perspective. I got emails, I got text messages if it's really going to go that far. But again, guys, I want this to be the last time I'm addressing this bullshit because I'm really, really ready to move on. And the other question too that some people had was when TC was asking me, well, who won? And I wasn't just answering the question because, guys, again, I pretty much already knew if I said, oh, well, so I'm going to go ahead and reverse it to TC. I already knew there was going to be some backlash and it's like, bruh, I want to be done with the shit. So once again, if you guys thought TC won, fine. If you guys thought Tiff won, fine. I'm ready to move on. But at the same time, again, I will sit here and admit there were some things that I could have done better. For example, like I said earlier, I should have never said that Muslim was going to be a substitute judge. That was my fuck up. That was my fuck up. So, and plus two, I probably shouldn't have thought that TC was going to have the mind process that I would have had, where again, if a draw was announced, then I would have been like, okay, I got my money. Ain't nobody asking me for my money back. And the vid's still up. So cool. I'll go ahead and move on. So that was my fault as well, because I seriously thought TC was going to have that mind process, but that wasn't the case. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got to say. So Black Einstein's Productions, I don't know if you're trolling or not, but I did say in the press conference last night, if anybody feels any type of way about how that debate went last night, and if you donated, then I will go ahead and refund that. I will go ahead and refund anybody who felt some type of way about that debate with TC and Tiff. I don't have no issue giving y'all a refund. Again, guys, it's not that serious to me. It ain't that serious. It's really not. So with all that being said, oh yeah, hold on. Let me go ahead and address this. So for anybody who hasn't known now, it's going to be Scarlett, DJ Drama, and Spot 'em Shot 'em will be the judges. And this goes back to what I was saying about the new judge process. We're doing things completely different for tomorrow. The three judges will be public. I already told y'all who they are: Scarlett, DJ Drama, and Spot 'em Shot 'em. If one of them can't make it, then the chat will be the third judge. Again, I'm letting y'all know in advance, so I don't want nobody to be surprised. Like, oh my God, the judges are the third. The chat's the third judge. What? I already told y'all why. I already told y'all like 20 times. So again, I'm letting y'all know again. If I only got two judges coming in tomorrow, then the chat will be the third judge. Nobody's going to be mysterious. And Spot 'em Shot 'em, Scarlett, and DJ Drama must come onto the panel, and they must explain who won, whether it's Shocking Raw or Poetic Flacco, and they have to explain why. So that's going to be the new judging process tomorrow. Tomorrow, that's the new judging process. Nobody's going to be anonymous. Hopefully there's not going to be too much controversy, even though you should expect that everywhere. But hopefully it's not going to be too much controversy like the last one. So I know some other people are about to go live. I didn't want to do this live, but I figured I have to. Again, the Muslim, if you are listening, this wasn't me trying to ring you out. This wasn't me trying to disrespect you. I'm very thankful for a lot of things that you have done, the communication you have done. Again, you are my Kevin Dunn. You are my Pat Patterson. But also at the same time, I really didn't appreciate you not being fully transparent on Max's panel. And now I got people questioning me. And with TC not knowing that part, he was thinking some type of way about me. And that's why I had to get on his panel. And that's why I was frustrated and why I came off disrespectful. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it. I apologize if I came off disrespectful in TC's live. That's not me. Well, you know what? Really can't say that's me like all the time, but shit. I wasn't planning on being that amped up though. But again, guys, if you guys want to watch tomorrow's debate pause between Flacco and Shocking Raw, you guys are more than welcome to. Should be great. They had a great press conference last night to hype up the event. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So not really going to bother having people come on because, again, I know people want to. Yeah, because like I already know people are already doing their own lives right now, and I really don't got time. I really don't. I'm tired. It's late. It is what it is. I got to get ready for tomorrow. So with all that being said, guys, I'll go ahead and see y'all later. This is the last time I'm addressing this bullshit. So if anybody going to ask me, you guys are going to have to look at this live. This is the last time I'm addressing this bullshit. Anyways, guys, I'll see y'all later.